The Disney Adult Problem by Curse.
Disney adults. Now, I've honestly tried my very best to
Should
stay
be
away
good.
from this topic, but here we are anyway. If at one point in any of you guys' life you've ever been children, you've most likely heard of Disney. Whether it be from watching a TV
Huh.
show aired on Disney like Zack and Cody or Hannah Montana, we don't speak about Hannah Montana. Or even
Oh my
watching a
god.
Disney movie like Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty, the point is, you have experienced the Disney magic somewhere in your life. I mean, one of my favorite movies of all time is the Cars movie, and for those who don't know, it was made by Disney. However, years have passed, and like most people, I eventually stopped watching shows made for kids. I grew up and graduated to more adult shows like Breaking Bad or You, and I'm guessing most of you have done the same thing. However, I say most of you because there exists a portion of people who can't quite seem to let go of that Disney magic they once felt when they were a kid, and they are all adults now. Disney
Yeah.
adults.
Attention Disney lovers! Who's ready for the most magical day? Come on! Oh my god!
He's gotta be fucking joking. There's no way he's been dead ass right now.
Come on! Oh my god! Oh my god! Stitch!
No, he's joking.
Now, before
It's
I
fucking
continue,
satire.
I want to emphasize
That's
that
satire.
people have different interests, and just because their interests are different doesn't mean they should inherently be made fun of. However, Disney adults are a little different. They deserve to be made fun of because not only
But I mean, everyone has their own interests. Like you're saying, like you can like Disney as an adult, I think. But don't be fucking a weirdo, you know? Don't like. I feel like all these adults he's showing, like they're all immature children, you know? It's like, you can like Disney, you can go there like every day, every week, whatever. Just don't be fucking weird about it. Maybe not every day. Every day is, you know, that's something. But just don't be weird, no? My god, what the fuck? Yeah, I heard in my mouth. Or Lynn, what the fuck? Okay.
are they obnoxious, they seem to be very strange. It's no surprise that searching the term Disney adults on any platform yields awful results. I mean, this article even describes them as the most hated group on the internet. And that's not an easy title to achieve. And don't even get me started on the Reddit search, because some people classify Disney adults as another species. Do you know how
That's
crazy that
insane.
is to be classified as another species? But low-key, they're not even that wrong. Imagine for a second you take your kid to Disney because they're a kid and they love Disney. And then all of a sudden you turn your head and see this. 40-year-old Princess Squad has arrived. Now look, is it strange?
Yeah, they do look like your average, you know, weird white ladies, you know? Like these are the type of people you see just walking around, you're just fucking annoyed, you know? These are fucking annoying people. That's pretty much what they are. Annoying, immature. They also look like Karens, I'm gonna be honest. Like they're gonna complain about everything.
40-year-old Princess
40-year-old?
Squad
I didn't
has
even realize
arrived.
that.
Now look, is it strange? Yes. But is it the worst in the world? Not really. I mean, Disney is a kids park, but adults
there's a
are allowed
shit ton of
to have
other
fun.
weirdos,
But then you turn
weirdo
your head
thing
again,
groups.
and all of a sudden you see something like this.
She crying because she sees the mascot? No. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Sudden you see something like
'Cause
this.
I don't know. I feel like she has like a mental problem. You know, I wasn't gonna say anything. She's like staring at the ground where she's walking. If you have to stare where you're walking, maybe don't walk there. I'm gonna be honest, because she's walking on the train track thing. Just don't do that. Like, if you're scared of falling, just don't do it. But like the split second she looks up, she sees the character. Like there's, I don't know. It's like a surprise kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes, you know? Those nails are horrendous. I'm gonna be honest. Horrendous.
A castle caused this. Looking at a castle. The backstory behind her
I thought
crying.
she's seen a fucking mascot. A castle? The thing you knew was gonna be right there? Come on.
A castle caused this. Looking at a castle. The backstory behind her crying was that it was her first time seeing Cinderella's castle in Magic Kingdom. And look, I don't like hating on people unless their name is Jojo Siwa.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
really feel like it gets to a point. It gets to a point where it's like, okay, we get that you're excited, but don't you feel like this is a little much? I wouldn't even be cringed out if it was just like a few tears, but she's full on crying. Like, this is ridiculous. And honestly, I
Fucking
could turn a
ugly
blind
crying,
eye
it's
if
insane.
this cringe was like an isolated case and there weren't many people like this. But no, there are actually a lot of people like this.
When you see Goofy coming around the corner after you've waited 3 years to hug him again, hug him again.
Yeah, so what are we doing? Is this real life? It's like I'm trying my best to stay non-judgmental, but they're making it so hard.
I feel like that's a weird thing, though. I mean, of course it's weird, but it's got to be like some weird. How to put it? You know, how, like girls obsess over fucking anime guys, and like they see like a lookalike of him or like a cosplay of him, and they fucking, cream when they see him. I feel like this is like the same thing, and it's weird as shit if you think about it that way. It's like I waited 3 years to see him. I'm sobbing, jumping in my fucking. What is that? You know, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, so what are we doing? Is this
Like, I feel
real
like she had,
life?
like, posters
It's
in the
like
room
I'm
type of
trying my
stuff, you know?
best to stay non-judgmental, but they're making it so hard. The caption of this TikTok starts out saying, "When you see Goofy coming around the corner after you've waited 3 years to hug him again," which means she's already hugged him before 3 years ago. And yet and still, for some reason,
Even the
she's
kids in the
crying.
background is like,
And we
"Oh, oh my
also talk
God.
about the fact
Fucking
that this
Goofy."
mascot is not the actual reincarnation of Goofy. So
Yeah.
crying over a guy in a
3 years
dog
ago,
costume
that's
just
definitely a different dude in that costume. The guy she's seen 3 years ago is not the same guy in that costume, most likely. You know, it's this fucking different guy she's been waiting to see.
actual reincarnation of
Same
Goofy.
costume, though.
So crying over a guy in a dog costume just seems a bit outrageous to me. And it's not even like this costume is rare. This costume is on eBay for $380. I found it, which means she didn't even have to wait 3 years to hug this thing. She
That thing
could
is
have bought
terrible.
it on eBay and put it on somebody she knows. That's probably a way better
That's
option than hugging a random employee
that's so weird.
at Disney
I bought this
World.
$280.
If this
I
video
thought a
gets
costume
enough
for my
likes,
friend to wear,
I
so I
might
can hug him
actually
every
buy
day.
this costume. And just to re-emphasize, adults can go to Disney and have a good time. It's just when they start acting like this,
Yeah.
it's when people start to think it's strange. And yes, it is strange.
Yeah.
She's a grown adult crying over somebody in a costume. How is that normal? And of course, you'll always have your fair share of people trying to justify this behavior, like this video.
See that toxic person? We're walking the other way. See that toxic person? And we're walking the other way. Toxic person, walk the other way. Toxic person, walk the other way. Toxic person, walk the other way.
You guys notice how they all look the
But in
same?
reality, no one's saying not to have fun. They're saying, don't be weird. Don't cause a scene.
White girl, usually
and
short
act your
hair.
age. Because it
Mostly
is possible
blonde.
to visit Disney and not look like this. Another group of Disney adults that caught my eye are called plus-sized park hoppers. And their name basically describes who they are, which are plus-sized women who go around Disney and document their experience.
Have you been dying to ride
How did he get
Junkyard
money
Jamboree
to
at Disney's
do this?
California
Because
Adventure, but
they
you
don't
weren't sure
work.
if you'd fit? Hey
I can
everyone, we're
guarantee
plus-size park hoppers. We
these
range
people don't
in
work.
sizes from 2x to 5x. Make sure you like this video and follow us from our
I think they just
plus-size
get their
Disney
money
tips and
from
tricks.
Now, obviously,
whatever
elephant in the
channel
room,
thing they got.
these women are morbidly obese. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and name call or make fun of them because I personally just don't like to do that. But what I will say is that a lot of people have a lot to say about this group, because on top of the already terrible reputation that Disney adults have, all these women just look very unhealthy. And it's not even just the fact that they look and are unhealthy.
Oh my God, I
It's
think
to
I've
the
seen this
point where
one.
they can't even get on certain
I swear I seen this one like not even long ago, like a couple of days ago. I feel like I seen it. But she fucking gets excited for it fitting.
rides at Disney.
Have you been dying wanting to
She,
ride
like,
Harry
sucked it
Potter
and
the
everything.
Forbidden Journey at Universal's Islands of Adventure, but you weren't sure if you'd fit.
Or no, I think I seen a different one. It was another, uh, big chick, right? On pretty, I think the same ride, cause it looked like the same thing you put down, and like it took so long to get on, and she was like the thumbs downing it, like it was the ride's fault for it being so hard to fit her. Like I'm like, what? What do you mean?
Hey
How is it the
everyone, we're
ride's fault it
plus-size
doesn't
park
fit you?
hoppers, and we range in sizes from 2x to 5x. Make
I
sure
also
you like
don't get why they don't have like a weight limit. You know, uh, I'm not trying to be mean saying that, but like they're very heavy and big, right? So I feel like that's definitely a huge safety hazard, especially on like the ones that move around an insane lot too. Like the Harry Potter one. I've been on that one once. It was fucking crazy. It was dope.
this video and follow us from our plus-size
But it's a lot of shaking, moving around, turning. And I feel like if you're huge, like a bigger person, that's not something that should be able to go on.
tips and tricks.
The lady goes on to
You can
explain
like
the
fuck with the
ride,
ride or the
explain
seat
the
for the other
location,
person.
and everything else dealing with it. And then come times to actually test if they can get on the ride.
Katie in the blue skirt wears a size 3X top and 22
It could be the
pants,
same
and her
one.
hips are 65 inches. The team member was nice enough to help us with the test seat, but unfortunately, even with some pushing, Katie was not able to get the green light for this ride. My name is Stephanie, and I am wearing the gray shorts. I wear a size 2X top and size 20 pants, and my hips are
Was it
60
her?
inches. With some help from the team member, I was able to get the green light on this test seat. It definitely wasn't the most comfortable seat ever, but
You
it
had to-
wasn't
you
the
had to
least
make
comfortable
sure.
at Universal either.
Now, obviously, the woman sounds nice, so it's really hard to hate. But if we're being
Yeah.
honest, this is crazy. Like, very crazy. There's no way anybody of that size should even be attempting to get on rides anywhere and feel safe doing it. And it's not even like this was a one-time thing on a ride. This has been multiple rides.
I tried
Oh,
the
I
right
should have got
test seat.
milk for my brownies, dude. Like I have a whole thing here, of brownies. Fuck, but I want to drink that, eat that shit with milk. I probably got milk before the next video, I'll be honest.
First, and I did not fit. When I realized the difference, I switched over to the left seat. I will say that this was not the most comfortable.
Wait. She couldn't fit the other one, so she swapped seats?
This has been multiple rides.
I
I was
tried
kinda
the
blanking
right
out.
test seat first, and I did not fit. When I realized the difference, I switched over to the left seat. I will say that this was not the most comfortable roller coaster seat that
She's
I've
not
ever
fitting
sat
that.
in. You can tell this by looking at Katie's face. With some help from Katie, I was able to buckle into the modified seating. I am a size 2X, and my bra is a 44F. And my pants are a size 20. The chest
Why is she
restraint was
describing it?
definitely a tight squeeze, but it didn't feel terrible. I was honestly completely shocked that I even fit in the test seat, and here I am realizing that it was actually a possibility I might have to ride this thing.
Honestly, I can't think of anything to say without being
Alright, I mean, that was it for the video. I mean, like, if you have to switch seats to fit it, maybe don't ride it. Or get to a point where you can fit that seat, you know? Like, especially if you're doing it as a job. And I mean, their channel is like, what is it, plus size women adult venture thing, whatever. Like amusement park thing. I don't remember the name at all, dude. But I mean, being big is their whole thing, and they're proud of it. Which I mean, sure, you like being, like you're finding your body, but it's not a good thing to be unhealthy at the same time. But yeah, if you have to switch seats, don't ride the ride. But that was it. The Disney adult problem curse for everybody, man.